Another day ends. You look at your to-do list, and it's just as long as it was this morning. You feel that quiet frustration setting in, wondering where all the time went. You were busy, there's no doubt about that, but were you productive? If this sounds familiar, it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. It's because the system you're using is broken. The world's top achievers don't just work harder, they operate on a completely different framework. They know you can't manage time. You can only master it. In this video, I'm going to show you the hidden system they use to take command of their 24 hours and give you the simple steps to start using it in your own life today. For years, I was stuck in that exact same loop. I'd wake up feeling ambitious and go to bed feeling anxious. I read the productivity books, made the endless lists, and hustled until I was completely burned out, but my real progress was painfully slow. It felt like I was running on a treadmill, burning a ton of energy, but going absolutely nowhere. The big change happened when I stopped trying to find more time and started studying the psychology of how geniuses use time. It wasn't about more hacks or apps. It was a fundamental shift in my mindset, followed by a disciplined way to execute. Today, I'm sharing the 5-part genius system I pieced together from the habits of the world's most effective people. This isn't about turning you into a productivity robot. It's about making you the architect of your own life. So, if you're ready to stop letting the day control you and finally take charge of your 24 hours, let's get into it. The first step has nothing to do with your calendar. It happens right here in your mind. Most people see time as something to get through. Geniuses see time as their most valuable, non-renewable asset. Think about it like this: every morning, you get a deposit of 400 seconds into your time account. Whatever you don't use by midnight is gone forever. You can't save it, and you can't borrow more. When you really let that sink in, it reframes everything. You stop asking, how can I get everything done? And you start asking, how can I invest these seconds for the highest possible return? This isn't just a clever analogy, it's a psychological reset. When you treat time like an investment, you get fiercely protective of it. You just stop giving it away to things that don't matter. This mindset is the foundation for everything else we're about to cover. Part of this is adopting what's known as a growth mindset. You have to believe that your ability to use time well isn't a fixed trait, but a skill you can build. When you try a new technique and it doesn't quite work, you don't give up. You analyze, you tweak, and you try again, and knowing you're getting better each time. The other part of the genius mindset is tying your use of time directly to your self-respect. Every time you stick to your schedule and do what you said you would do, you're honoring your own dreams. And every time you let a distraction pull you off course, you're subtly telling yourself your goals can wait. Mastering your day isn't just about productivity, it's an act of personal integrity. So, your first step is to stop spending time and start investing it. Once your mindset is locked in, you need a blueprint. Geniuses don't just roll out of bed and hope for a good day. They architect it the night before. Leaving your day to chance is like setting sail without a map. You'll just get pushed around by whatever comes your way. The best way to do this is with a simple but powerful framework called the 1-3-5 rule. Forget those mile-long to-do lists that just make you anxious. Here's how it works. Every evening, before you clock out, you plan tomorrow. You decide on a big task. This is your number one priority, your most important task. It's the one thing that, if you get it done, makes the whole day a win. 3 medium tasks, these are still important but less intense. Things like preparing a report, following up on key emails, or making progress on a secondary project. I have 5 small tasks. These are the quick admin type things that can clutter up your day, like renewing a subscription or booking an appointment. This simple structure forces you to prioritize. And let's be honest, almost all of us struggle with prioritization, which is why this is a game changer. By setting your priorities ahead of time, you eliminate decision fatigue and wake up with a clear mission. Once you have your 1-3-5 list, you use a technique called time blocking. This is a method used by super high performers like Elon Musk. Instead of a floating to-do list, you assign every single task to a specific block of time on your calendar. For example, 1100 a.m., 11 a.m. deep work on as one big task, a right project proposal. 1100 a.m. to 11:45 a.m., a medium task for one ISF, analyze sales data at 11:45 a.m. 900 PMRs, and small tasks, phase 1 and phase 2 as a confirmed meeting, pay invoice. Time blocking is so effective because it forces you to face the reality of how much time you actually have. It's the perfect antidote to the planning fallacy. Our natural tendency to think tasks will take less time than they really do. Your calendar becomes a fortress, protecting your most valuable hours from the chaos of distraction. All right? You've got the mindset and the blueprint. Now, it's time to execute. This is where the day is won or lost. And it's not about willpower. It's about having smarter strategies. First up the is eat the frog. This idea from Brian Tracy is simple. Do your biggest, hardest, most important task first thing in the morning. This is the task you're most likely to procrastinate on. By getting it done first, you create this incredible psychological win that energizes you for the rest of the day. Second strategy, work in X power blocks using something like the Pomodoro technique. Your brain wasn't built for 8 straight hours of focus. It works in cycles. The Pomodoro technique respects this rhythm. You work in focused 25-minute sprints, then take a 5-minute break. During that 25-minute block, you are locked in. Single tasking only, no email, no phone, no distractions. Because let's be real, multitasking is a myth. You're actually switch tasking, and every time you switch, you leave a little bit of your focus behind. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer 20-30-minute break. This keeps you sharp and prevents burnout. Third, for all the little things that create mental clutter, use the ass 2-minute rule, popularized by David Allen. The rule is simple. If a new task pops up and you can do it in 2 minutes or less, do it right then and there. It actually takes more mental energy to defer and track a tiny task than it does to just get it over with. This prevents a mountain of mental clutter from building up and draining your energy. Finally, you need to master ASF task batching. This just means grouping similar activities together. Instead of answering emails all day, schedule 2 blocks for only email. Instead of making one call now and another in an hour, make all your calls at once. Batching reduces the mental startup energy needed to switch between different kinds of work, making you way more efficient. By the way, if you're finding this system useful, I go even deeper in my weekly newsletter. It's totally free and packed with actionable tips just like these to help you perform at your best. The sign-up link is in the description. It's an easy way to keep these ideas top of mind. This next part might sound completely backward, but it's one of the biggest secrets of peak performers. You have to schedule rest. The nonstop chase for productivity is a direct path to burnout. Geniuses don't just work hard, they rest hard. Productivity isn't about being busy, it's about the quality of your focus when you are working. And that focus is only sustainable if you balance it with real recovery. And the research is crystal clear on this. Taking regular breaks actually makes you a more productive and prevents mental fatigue. But this isn't about randomly scrolling Instagram when you feel tired. It's about being as intentional with your rest as you are with your work. Schedule breaks right into your calendar. Maybe it's the 5-minute breaks from the Pomodoro technique. Or you could try the 52-17 rule, which suggests a 17-minute break after a 52-minute work sprint. Beyond short breaks, daily self-care is non-negotiable. A brisk 30-minute walk has been proven to boost focus and slash stress. High achievers from Bill Gates to Tim Ferriss make time for things like exercise and meditation a priority. Why? Because they know these aren't luxuries, they're essential for high performance. Think of it like a Formula One car. It's the pinnacle of speed, but it can't win a race without pit stops. Your breaks, your workouts, your quiet moments, those are your pit stops. They're where you refuel. Trying to skip them is like trying to win a race on a flat tire. you won't get very far. The final piece of the genius system is what makes it last: a consistent review process. A plan is just a starting point. Life happens. The true genius here is building a system that can adapt. At the end of each day and week, you need a quick review. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about being a detective for your own productivity. Your daily reflection can take 5 minutes. Before you shut down, ask yourself 1, what went right today? 2, what went off the rails? 3, what's one thing I can tweak to make tomorrow better? This keeps you agile. Maybe you realize your energy crashes after lunch, so tomorrow you'll schedule easier tasks for that block. Simple. Then, at the end of the week, you do a weekly review. This is a bigger picture look. Maybe for 30 minutes, you review your main goals, check your progress, and set your big priorities for the week ahead. This makes sure your daily actions are actually aligned with your long-term vision. This habit of reflection is what separates the amateurs from the pros. Amateurs make a plan and just try to force it to work. Pros make a plan, watch what happens, and continuously adapt. They don't get thrown off by a bad day, they learn from it. So there you have it, the 5-part system to master your 24 hours. It starts with the ACE mindset, seeing time as your most valuable asset. Then you become the buyer's architect, designing your day with the 1-3-5 rule and time blocking. Next, you fire up this execution engine using smart strategies like eating the frog and the Pomodoro technique to win the moments of your day. You embrace the ISA unseen advantage of strategic rest to keep your energy high. And finally, you use constant reflection to adapt and improve your system over time. Mastering your day isn't about becoming a robot. It's about trading chaos for clarity, distraction for direction, and business for real, meaningful progress. It's about closing your laptop at the end of the day with a sense of pride, not regret. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. The only question is, what are you going to do with them? If you found this video helpful, you'll love this other one on the 5 habits that are secretly killing your productivity. Click the screen to check it out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos to help you build an intentional life.